Welcome to a brand new series of Pauper Chaos Constructed. In this series, we'll be creating decks from throughout Pauper's history and facing off in a best of 5 conquest-style showdown. This week, I am challenging Jason of Stratagames to a deck building challenge. The rules are simple. We're going to spin the wheel to see which 2 years of Magic's history we'll be able to use for this challenge, followed by one special supplemental set, such as a Masters or Core set. Then we'll build 3 decks from only cards available in those sets with a small twist. Each of us will have a secret color assignment that we must represent as one of our 3 decks. Then we'll meet up and fight it out to see whose brewer skills reign supreme. For a conquest-style challenge, the winning deck of each match will be retired and then continue through. So it is a race for a win with all 3 decks. You will only be allowed to use 8 total copies of the same card, not including basic lands, between all 3 of your decks. So this will definitely put our skills to the test. The first wheel spin landed on 2007, giving us access to Lorwyn, Future Sight, and Planar Chaos. The second, 2009, for Zendikar, Alara Reborn, Conflux. Our special supplemental set was Core Set 2021. And my secret color wheel assignment was black-blue. So without any further ado, let's jump into the challenge. All right, so to start off my 3 decks for this time challenge, I went ahead and went with a red-white landfall-based aggro deck focusing GOP, step links, that kind of thing. So we have step links, we have GOP'd, Goblin Shortcutter is at Kara Shrine Expedition, Hookmaster does a nice shortcutter impression, and then we're running like Bushwhacker, Burst Lightning, Brute Force to really kind of get it through. Teetering Peaks is a great pickup here from the land base, and Windscar Crag. I tried really hard to find more room for Skyfishers, just so that we could pick up and put down lands. I feel like this deck hurts a lot without Evolving Wilds or some sort of basic fetch. Unfortunately, that just wasn't in our available card pool, so we're going to do what we can. At first, I did want to go with a mono red deck, something like Keldon Marauders, focusing a lot of these same kind of big power swings, but there's not a whole lot of token production. There's definitely no card draw, and things like Daybreak Charger really kind of put it over the top in white's favor here. Deck number 2 was my mandatory deck. This is from the surprise color wheel. This is black, blue, fairies. We went with a control-y element here. We've got Spell Stutter, Pestermite, Dream Spoiler Witches, which I think might be a sleeper all-star. We're running the border posts here. This is the only deck featuring the border posts. Got a couple village rights, a couple soul manipulations, some whiplash traps, which I think might be a really cool interaction against kind of bigger strategies because it's a huge tempo play if they play more than one creature. Muldrifter, of course, absolute all-star. Then we've got some nameless inversions and one Bloodseeker. This is just in case he does bring like elves or something like that. Overall, I think this is a solid deck. Sidraxis Alchemist, also kind of very tempo-based, along with these Pestermite, Spellstutters, that kind of thing. And then deck number 3, this is definitely the wild card here. I tried really hard to make this green-white only, but without the Umara Raptor, it just seemed a little lackluster. So we ended up going with a very light Bant Splash. We are running a couple Scattershot Archers. This is just our insurance policy against his Fairies deck. In case he brings Fairies, we're running Essence Warden and Ondu Cleric, really just trying to maximize our chances against aggro here. Journey to Nowhere, Premium Removal, Survivalist, Umara Raptor as our big beaters, and then we have Changelings and Avian Changelings, and then a Gleam of Resistance. Seemed like it could be a really interesting way to fix our mana problem. We have a single island here to fetch, but it also gives us like a decent just go wide win condition, which I kind of like. So this is the squad. Before we jump into the games, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already for more awesome Pauper content and cool challenges like this one. We just recently posted a video featuring another YouTuber, Mike DeVoe. If you haven't checked that video out, make sure you go ahead and check that one out. And down in the comments, go ahead and tag another Pauper creator that you think I should challenge for the next episode. All right, so we're back. We've got a couple decks ready to go. And what did you think of the challenge? How did it go for you? Do you feel good?
Yeah, I was really happy with the challenge. I was a little worried about how many different possible decks there were going to be that we could build. But then as I started working some things out, I had 7 or 8 different decks that I was working on, and picked the 3 that I think were the best and fit with the color wheel that I spun. But yeah, I was really happy with it. I feel like we got some decent removal, decent creatures, and I think it's going to make for a pretty interesting little meta game.
I thought the pool was actually remarkably deep. The fact that 2 of our 7 sets are like very kindred tribal synergy dependent gave a kind of a lot of avenues of option, which was really interesting. We had kind of all the pieces. I think it's going to be really interesting to see what we brought. It is a race to 3 wins, essentially. You have to get a win with every one of your decks. I think we can just jump right in. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's see how this goes.
Turbo Fog, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Every time I see Thornwood Falls, that's what I think of.
And you should, with good reason.
Yeah.
This was undoubtedly the deck I wanted to build.
Okay, this is a little awkward, but I'm going to play a much worse style.
Okay, I know what we're up against.
No. There's a million things it could be.
Unfortunately, the mulligan to 5 is going to put me a little bit behind on tempo here, so I got to be pretty careful with my resource generation.
Yeah.
Yep, Keldon Marauders. Okay.
Definitely going to be tough.
So that says to me you're probably on mono red here.
That's a possibility.
That would be my guess. We're gonna go here.
Ooh. My weakness.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your Lava Axe is gonna get to connect.
Love to hear it.
Because we're not sacrificing our Essence Warden, that's for sure.
Yeah. That is interesting.
I thought that there was a distinct possibility you bring some sort of aggressive deck like this. And I don't know, I just meant... there's a lot to be said about matchup choices here. Ooh. Yeah. That's an interesting one.
This guy's spicy.
There's a lot to be said about matchup choices here, and I thought there was a good chance if you had an aggro deck, it would be what you brought in game 1. So I'm glad I chose correctly.
Yeah, funny. If this is... I mean, you've already gained 3 life. Journey to Nowhere, that's pretty good. Take the Keldon Marauders.
No.
No, oh, come on.
I'm going to take this 5 power 3-drop.
Oh, but it's so good.
It is. It's very good.
Yeah, I was trying to decide between a mono red deck and like a black red goblins, because there's a lot of goblins from Lorwyn. And I liked that deck, but it just felt like it was kind of just a slower version. Like I had a little bit better removal, terminate, and things like that. But overall, I didn't think it was quite worth it.
I was also heavily considering a mono red deck, so I totally understand. Although Ruinous Minotaur never made my list.
I mean, 3 mana 5/2.
No. It's a card that definitely is worth considering. I think we built slightly different variations of red. Mine relied on land drops, so sacrificing lands felt very bad. You've activated my trap card.
That's fair. Unfortunate.
I was incredibly sad we didn't have Searing Blaze in our pool. I thought initially that was in our card pool, and I was like, oh man, mono red's about to pop off, and then it didn't. And then I looked through our card pool, and I was like, oh, I guess not.
Yeah, that would have been pretty hot.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, you've ruined my entire turn, so
thanks
for
that. Love that. Now I suppose it's time to show you what I'm playing, because you just used a Burst Lightning.
Ooh, okay. I had one of my many decks was an Allies deck. and it did not make my cut. But
See, I was looking at different styles of decks, and um, I was trying to figure out what exactly you were likely to bring. And
yeah,
since one of them was an aggro deck, Essence Warden and Ondu Cleric felt very powerful
yeah, you
because I
definitely
expected at least one aggro deck to show up.
definitely have the
And
right. I was countered pretty hard here. It looks like.
and this was just a good matchup choice by me. I thought that psychologically, if you had an aggro deck, you might try to run it out and get a quick win. And I'm glad I chose correctly.
No, you read me exactly right, because that was my thought, was slow it down a little bit after the first round.
Yep.
But apparently
I
way too
also
predictable.
I thought it was very rock paper scissors-y, right? I thought you might also have the same thought, and this was going to be a very long game one.
I did think that it was possible, but I focused probably a little bit more on just making some solid decks without necessarily considering exactly what you were going to be building,
Fair enough.
which may be to my detriment.
Could be, could be.
Another 2/2.
It is a shame that you had the shock after the burst lightning. I thought you would have used shock instead of burst lightning if you had a less flexible removal.
Yeah, I drew it off the thrill of possibility.
Ah, fair enough.
So, yeah. That said, we did have 3 or 4 different variations of shocks in our
Yes,
pool,
yes, we did.
so I may have a few different ones around.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when I was going through mono red, it certainly seemed like the best options were shock and burst lightning. So I'd be surprised to see more than that from you, but I suppose it's possible.
Yeah.
I also liked Thrill of Possibilities and Inner Flame Acolyte. Great card.
Yeah, there's just some good cards. I mean, attack for 4 on the turn it comes in.
Yeah, it's very good. Okay, so you're
Just
at
9
two
damage.
cards in hand.
Yep.
This is interesting. Because it's just a 2/2 next turn, so blocking there doesn't seem so scary. I think we're gonna be bold.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, that is a card that I suppose is a thing. Now I have a really awkward decision to make.
Okay. Changelings are coming out.
We're not blocking. Yeah, we're not blocking with him. That's fine. Let's get in there. Start our flying clock.
Yep. Those raptors are scary.
Felt like outside of Lash Out, the vast majority of the burn spells available for creature removal dealt 2, so maybe it's safe at 3/3.
Yeah, I think that's pretty well reasoned. I think we will just try to keep the beats going.
Ah, a Tarfire.
Here's my 3rd shock.
Okay. Tarfire is a card that exists. That's true.
Yeah. I played a few goblins, namely Tarfire.
All right. Well, I think this is called for now.
At long last.
3 damage, target player or planeswalker? Oh, it's the Augur. Interesting. Okay, I didn't even see that when I was looking through cards. I like it, though.
Yeah. Slow lightning bolt.
It is a slow lightning bolt. That's true. Once again, I'm in a very awkward position. Feel
Understood.
like I need to go for this, but if I get punished, it's going to be so bad for me. Because that unlocks so much more. Just slow the game down a little bit.
Okay.
Get rid of that Minotaur. He's annoying.
Yeah. I wish my Minotaurs would stop going on a journey to nowhere.
Well, they are ruinous.
Yeah, you
Sometimes
make a good
it's
point.
self-ruinous. Yeah, Thrill of Possibility was a card I looked at quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was very intent on making that card work for me.
Yeah, I just like a little bit of extra
Stormcaller,
card
another
draw.
great card.
Yeah, this guy just dome for 2, and a 3/2. Yeah, thrill possibility. I just like to have a little bit of card draw so that if
Yes, definitely.
when I draw my 1-drops late, I can get rid of them or whatever.
Okay, we hit our 4th land. That's big.
Yeah, that's worrying. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, bottom, top. We just are on the defensive now.
Yeah.
We're at an
about right.
effective 7, so I need to be a little careful.
No, don't worry about it too much. Well, I got
Another
one of
Stormcaller.
those.
Oh, another Inner Flame. Okay. I like that you don't have lands open for the continued threat of a shock after I block with the Zumara Raptor now, which is nice. Thanks, Ruinous Minotaur.
Yeah, there's definitely a downside to the Minotaur. But he did a lot of damage. He also killed that Essence Warden, who might still be around otherwise.
That's true, but it did gain me 5 life by blocking, and I think that your Inner Flame Acolyte might be the 5th creature played, so I just now broke even.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, like the Essence Warden did work.
I am okay throwing these changelings away. They mean nothing to me.
But they're allies. How could you?
Alright. I think we've almost turned the corner here.
Possibly.
I think I like that you're in like 3-drop red territory though. I definitely had a very similar list, but mine I think was a little bit more too skewed than yours appears to be.
Yeah, I felt like there weren't enough. Like, since we got shocks instead of like lightning bolts,
Yes,
I felt
true.
like going all 2s, there wasn't quite enough damage.
Oh, I totally agree. I'm just a big GOP'd fanboy.
He might be in here. We just might not have seen him yet.
GOP'd is a fantastic card.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. Shortly after I started playing, which was around Rise of the Eldrazi, I got the Koth versus Venser dual decks, which had a couple GOPs, and that was fantastic. Just trying to figure out how to attack here, how to get the last 10 damage through.
You only need to get 7 through.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you play 2 more Emberwides, you only need to get 1 through. Scary.
I mean, I just gotta draw
there's
those
the one.
Underwhites. Yep. Yeah, I think unfortunately.
Oh, I love this. Okay.
I know.
I love this. Okay, so that means we get to do this.
Yeah. I think I gotta do this then.
Ah. Okay, understandable.
Alright.
I don't have another Ranger Skyle.
I was hoping. I was like, waiting could bite me. Another journey, though. That's not great.
And let's get that lightning bolt off the board. Well, you
Yep.
can't activate it. Now I'm at an interesting moment because I'm at a 3-turn clock. If you attack me, you're out of cards. I'm at a 3-turn. No, I'm at a 4-turn clock. So I think I win this race. It appears I have waited long enough. It's time to attack.
Very well. Heart of the cards.
We're both out of cards. Like I said, this is going to be a very resource-intense game, I think. It's going to come down to just those little bits. But that I kind of built my decks in mind for that. I really didn't like the idea of like top decking a Thrill of Possibility, for instance. That felt incredibly bad.
Yeah. I mean, if I had... Like, I built with the Minotaur, but if I had like another land in hand, I might sandbag it at this point for...
Yeah, definitely.
But yes, it would definitely be a rough top deck.
Okay. Another Stormcaller.
Yeah. Hope that can change the tides a little bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, I suppose I can't attack. And I might be dead?
Here's
I
hoping.
really needed to draw another blocker that turn, and we did not, which feels a little rough. Maybe should have kept the Soul Warden around. It eventually would have gained more than 5 life, I guess, but... yeah, okay. Maybe it was wrong. I feel like it stuck around, it got me like 6 life or something, and it was probably not going to get me much more than that. But I was also gated on 3 lands for a really long time. That Mold of 5 hurt me there.
Yeah, definitely. No, I can see both
Okay,
ways with the
we go to
Essence Warden.
2, see if I'm dead.
Well, it's not a shock.
Okay,
It's our old pal.
I'm not dead. There are cards I can draw.
Yep.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, that is not death.
Ooh. Yikes, that's a pretty good one.
Okay. Go ahead. That does help quite a bit. Yeah, Ondu and the Essence Warden seemed like incredibly important cards in this meta.
Yeah.
Attacking for 1, he says.
I mean,
What are the odds I'm dead?
probably low.
Alright, I suppose I have to take the 1, because that's gonna happen anyway.
I would like to kill that guy.
You, unfortunately, will not be able to.
Understood. I will play this very late, GOP.
Ah, okay, love that. Alright, any changeling, and I'm in business.
Yeah.
That is not any changeling. Well, there is no reason to sandbag this, so I am going to play it. Okay, I think we just hold the cleric. We are very close to just killing you with an attack in the sky, so you have to be careful about swinging out. I have to be careful about overextending. This is a very tense game.
Yeah. Definitely feels like one wrong move. It's gonna seal our fate. And yet, I'm going to recklessly charge into battle here, I think.
Now, I have been playing around brute force here. I am afraid of that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to play around it much longer.
As soon as I'm able.
Okay, he comes in. Okay, well. Now, how best to do this? Either way, the cleric is dying. I guess I could just say you don't have anything and I'm not dead, but that feels loose, I think is the right way to put it.
It seems a little loose, but... I only have 12 shocks in the deck, and I think you've seen 3 of them.
Yeah.
4 of them.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how exactly I'm supposed to block here. Because if I just block the Ruinous Minotaur and you shock it, I don't know that I can win from that position anyway. If you had a shock, I feel like you would have killed Ondu Cleric and just tried to swing that way. Let's see. I have outs, so I think we have to block like this. That way you can't shock my Raptor away after the Ruinous Minotaur.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I go to 3, so I'm not dead to a Tarfire.
Ideally, this will get you at my upkeep. Though.
Yeah, that's a thing.
No Journey to Nowhere. No fourth copy.
Nope. I hit a land drop. You got me. That was close.
Yeah,
Very close.
Very.
Well, we are on the play again, and we are mulliganing again.
I have an acceptable one, so we will.
I will keep this one, though. I am going to also have an awkward turn 1 Teetering Peaks.
Okay. Let me get rid of that upkeep stuff. Oops, I do have a play on turn 1. Might look familiar to you.
Hey, yeah, it does. Turbo Fog.
Yep.
I am playing a slightly different build to you, though.
Yeah. There's the GOP. No turn 1 step links.
No turn 1 step links, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This looks very familiar.
This might look a little familiar.
Yeah, that looks quite familiar indeed.
Similar colors, although I mentioned that the ally deck I was working on was actually Esper.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I was trying to do it was allies, but it was Esper changelings, so I was also going to try to take advantage of the fairies in there.
Yep, fair enough. I found it very difficult to have just a 60 card deck size and fit more than one archetype in a deck. I tried a couple of different cute like split ideas, and it all just kind of looked suboptimal.
That is exactly why I did not end up running that deck. I was like, it looks really cool, but I just don't think it's going to work very well.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Well.
Ooh, yeah, the Charger.
Card is so good.
Yeah, I saw this guy. I didn't even really think about him.
This is the whole reason I'm in white in this deck is Daybreak Charger.
Yeah.
This card is so good.
That card is really good. I don't think I was building any white aggressive decks, really.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I kind of overlooked it. But yeah, no, I like that card a lot. I mean, I think a 2/4 feels kind of good against this board.
Fair.
Like, we're just going to do it like that.
Fair enough. Well, we're getting fairly awkward draws here once again. Because I am not hitting a land drop.
Yeah.
Which seems important in this deck. For things that have landfall.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Let's take that 2/4 out of the equation for right now.
The shortcutter. Love it.
And let's just go ahead and attempt to lightning bolt you again.
I will certainly take the trade here.
Okay.
I think that's fine. Got to keep a healthy life total.
Gives you a 1/1 when he dies. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. This guy seems like pretty decent value. Can cycle too if I...
Yeah, no, I looked at all of the multi... I looked at a lot of the like Hush Blades and stuff too, which I thought were quite good.
Yeah, I really wanted to make the Hushblade decks work.
Agreed.
I actually have been working on a Hushblade deck in just regular Pauper that is really janky.
Interesting.
But I think will be pretty sweet.
I like janky. Janky's good.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, this is getting pretty dire here. I thought for sure I kept a 2-lander, and I thought for sure I would hit a third land in like, 4 turns.
Yeah. With as many 2-drops as you've had, I think that was a fine keep, just not working out very well, unfortunately.
Let's... I guess it's better than being mana inefficient, so let's just play this out.
Yeah. I tried to make this card work in my mono red deck, but with the Runus Minotaur and just wanting kind of a low land count, it didn't feel like it was going to work. I
figured that hitting 3 land throughout the course of the game was gonna be fine most of the time.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
it is probably the best finisher that is available.
Yeah,
Just plays a Muldrifter. Okay.
That's fair. And Muldrifter's pretty good, I've been told.
Oh, Muldrifter's great. I'm not arguing with that.
I think I'll swing with a 3/3 as well.
Huh. Okay. I think I'll take that 3. Come on. All right. Thank you.
Got there.
We have some triggers here.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah, we're gonna use its ability.
Oh, that's a May? That's silly. Yeah. No, I'd like to decline. Think what combat tricks there are. But if this just eats this guy and a shock, I think that's fine.
What if he doesn't eat him?
Yeah, brute force is pretty good. That's fine too, I think. I still get a 1/1 out of it.
You do.
Which will trade with the shortcutter on a future turn.
That's true.
Dies. You may create a soldier. Wait, when you cycle it or... Why did it trigger twice?
I don't know. I still have something on the stack for me.
When you cycle... It's trying to let me do this twice.
Huh?
It triggered twice. Okay, I'm gonna... It's a May, so I'm gonna decline because I shouldn't be getting a second token.
When you cycle... Yeah, that seems like buggish behavior.
Yeah, definitely is. So not gonna take advantage of that right now.
That's very weird. I saw it double trigger too, and I thought it was just like a checks trigger, like to check if it was cycled and then to check if it died.
Right. Yeah.
But they were worded exactly the same, and the first one gave you a 1/1. So yeah, that's weird. That's a bug report if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think too many people are playing this card, but yeah, I definitely got to report that. 6. Okay, here we're gonna go on the offensive.
Ooh, okay.
Play a warded battlement.
Sure, I like warded battlement.
And that's
card's good.
8. Oh, I guess that's the same. Sure. So I'll swing for 7 here, I think.
Ah, that's annoying.
Take out that Geopede.
Okay, less annoying. There's a Steplings.
There he is.
There's an Arsonist.
Love that guy.
Me too. He's quite good. I think we just pass here. Once again, I'm on the back foot, which feels bad.
Yeah.
Muldrifter is a hell of a card in this format, I think.
It certainly is.
Warded Battlements is a cool tech. I like that idea.
Yeah, I like it a lot. This is trying to be kind of a go-wide deck.
Yeah, I really did not see that happening very often in this format that we've created.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a one-of in the deck.
Fair enough.
I didn't want to go too heavy.
Another Muldrifter. Yeah.
Here's another one. And then...
Can't say I am a fan of that.
I understand. I would like to soup up the first Muldrifter.
I would like to say no to that.
Understand.
If that's okay.
I guess that's fine.
Because I also looked at Sigil of the Nine Gods, and that card is very good.
It is. I was hoping it would do a little more work. Just the fact that Sigil also just cycles if you don't need it, but then it's like a really good finisher, I thought was sweet.
Okay, that's a card that isn't a land. But it's not bad. 3 cards in hand is just so many, though.
It really is. We were both on
is.
2 cards, I think, for that entire first game.
Yeah. I am at a slight impasse here, but I don't think I can afford to not play this. Killing both my Geopedes was very annoying.
Yeah, they seemed like they were going to be a problem.
Yeah, I looked at brute force like a lightning bolt, and it was the only one in the format, so I was pretty okay with it.
That's fair. I probably should have considered it a little bit more for my red deck, but I kind of wanted the direct damage for when the board got gummed up.
That's fair. So yeah, I viewed it I looked at things like crash through and this Zekar Shrine Expedition to give me trample, and then use the brute force as a bolt that way.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, honestly.
That was kind of the way that I took it. Yikes! This whole +1/+0 and exalted thing is very annoying. If you could not.
No, that's the deck.
Ooh, Skyfisher. Okay.
I would like to Muldrifter yet again.
Yeah, that seems good.
Pass it back.
Wow, super punished for not hitting these land drops, and a very awkward curve, I suppose.
Yeah, everything seemed to come out of order.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Because, like, I have another Inner Flame, but I'm just dead. I had the Burst Lightning in hand, and if I don't play the Inner Lightning, I can kill the Muldrifter and deny you those 2 extra cards and make you bounce something else with Skyfisher, but, like, the damage is done. It's not...
Yeah.
Alright, game number 3, the Salty Runback. We're on the play with the Boros deck once again, just because this deck's better than that. I do like this hand, though, so I'm going to keep. I think if this deck is ever going to do it, it's probably this hand.
I don't think I can keep that. It's close, but give this one a try.
I would like a cat.
There's the cap.
Mounting.
It's big.
Rar. In the Geopede.
The dream.
The dream indeed. Pretty good hand. Pretty good hand for me.
Seems okay. Play a leech.
Okay.
Skyfisher, okay. Get another land drop.
Yup.
Swing with both.
Rar.
5.
This is a little more how this curve is supposed to look, as opposed to last game.
Yeah, well, definitely
where
popping
we saw
off
like
now.
exactly 0 1-drops and almost no 2-drops.
Yeah.
Alright, this guy, it doesn't matter, I'm not attacking with anybody on the ground.
Love to hear it.
Don't have a land drop.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll just play another one.
Makes sense.
And pass.
Love to hear that.
Yeah, in a rough spot.
Here's a land drop for you.
Yikes.
Rar.
Well, we're gonna make some blocks, I think.
Like that?
Sure. First strike damage. Brute force. I would like to grow my leech a bunch.
Interesting. That is indeed a big leech.
Alright. Not dead yet. Getting close.
Not dead yet. Yes, that is entirely correct.
I mean,
Passes with an eye blights. Let's kick a bushwhacker.
rather you didn't.
I think I kind of gotta. Yep. That's a thing that's gonna happen.
Well, I'm dead to a burst lightning, so that's no good.
We do like to hear that.
Yeah.
Should have still had a step links. I misattacked with that, but oh well.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were bluffing like. Well, I mean, you could have put the brute force on either that or the Geopede.
Yes, that's true.
So it made blocks a little harder.
Go ahead. You are not dead to a burst lightning.
Not yet. Kind of wish I had that Vampire's Bite back, though, for the lifelink.
Yeah, the kicker would have been pretty good.
Yeah, I was so sad I couldn't
For
do
a
it.
second, I thought you did kick it. I was like, oh, no.
God, I wish. Haven't been able to have the 4 mana for that.
Right.
We are dead to Burst Lightning, though, which means we have to get really aggressive, I think.
Well, we're certainly taking that. That is an amount of damage. We are still dead to burst lightning. We do like to hear that.
Yeah. I think it might have frozen.
No, I have lethal on board. Unfortunately, this is where we discovered a small bug on MTGO around the Future Sight card frame. For some reason, it was causing the client to crash. But since I had lethal in hand, we both agreed that this was going to be a win for me and allowed Jason to make some modifications to his deck to cut out the Imperiosaurs and add in some dual lands in order to continue the challenge with his final deck. But with that said, let's jump into game number 4.
I know.
I have a bushwhacker in my hand. You're dead.
Yeah.
Alright, so what is this? Game number 4 now. You get to be on the play, because we got the win with the Boros list. The aggro lists seem very powerful when they high roll. You get to keep a 7. I will also keep a 7, I think.
Perfect. Play this duel.
Plays a duel. For those of you watching, we found a bug. Whenever Jason would cast Imperiosaur from his deck, apparently MTGO would freeze and then crash. So we have swapped Imperiosaur out, and I allowed him to modify his deck a little bit since he had not included dual lands strictly because of Imperiosaur. Now he's got some dual lands. So just a quick note on the MTGO implications. Weird stuff. Weird stuff. I will also have a duel, though. It seems fine.
Play 3/3.
Plays a 3/3. You got it. I will play a 2/2.
Well, this is a bit awkward because these guys don't
3/3 is
really
still
help
bigger.
themselves.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
you
why
and
this
your
card's not
duplicates, man. You and your duplicates.
great. I mean,
Fortunately,
here
I
it's not
also
good.
have duplicates.
Oh yeah, yours are quite a bit better. In
Mine do
multiples.
help themselves.
Yeah, mine
Funny
are
enough.
kind of non-bows with themselves.
And I'm gonna play this Scattershot Archer.
Ooh.
I brought this as like tech, just in case you brought fairies.
No, I honestly thought about doing the same in probably my bant list. Since we didn't have sideboards, it was interesting if I wanted to include it.
Yeah,
It felt like it
agreed.
just didn't do enough if you didn't have fairies, but obviously in that match it would have been insane.
I only brought it as a 2 of, and with like Essence Wardens and things like that, it seemed like even if it was just a 1/2 for 1, it's probably okay.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
That's a big dude.
I'll play this cat.
If you could not, that would be great.
I must.
Alright, well I guess I take 6. Not that I'm very happy about that. Okay, that's not terrible. Will pay 1. Now let's play an Ondu Cleric. Oops, wait. Tapped for green instead of white. There we go.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Okay. Starting to stabilize here. I like that the Liatao is going to cost you one of your green mana here.
Yeah, not a big fan.
It's very helpful in the stop you from curving department.
You know who wouldn't have cost me a green mana? Imperiosaur. That's why there were four of that.
You know who you couldn't have casted with this land? With this land spread?
These would have been forests.
Imperiosaur.
I had 4 Imperiosaurs and just 1 Wild Liatao, and now I have to play a whole play set of them. Alright, it's fine. I'm just going to be salty about it. This is luckily a human.
Yes, it is. If only it was an elf.
Yeah.
That would be awful nice.
That would be good. Swing with the team.
Okay, well, I feel like we could probably chump it up with our elf boy. He doesn't seem like he's helping too much.
Yeah. Yeah, they keep coming.
They do indeed keep coming. Always yield, always... Yes. Could have attacked for 4 there, but I think I probably have to slow you down instead of trying to aggro you out.
I think that's probably wise. Unless I have another removal spell here, I can't swing with the 3/3s now.
Exactly.
Which is pretty good for you. Unfortunately, I do not. So
Love that.
Guy.
Love to hear that. I think we're just taking 5 here. Not that I'm a huge fan of that.
Play a Visionary, though.
Okay, refill. Card value. Love that. Can I hit a land drop? Land drop for the best day of my life. That's not a land. Okay. It's okay. It is a raptor.
Ooh.
They do indeed keep coming.
Yeah.
This deck is very powerful when I curve it well.
Oh, yeah.
Like
my...
that's the reason I added blue in the first place, was just these raptors, because I needed more big dudes than just the survivalist, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's kind of only one good ally in each of the colors.
Exactly.
So you definitely need that. My brother played allies a lot when we first started playing, so I'm very familiar with how absurd they are in
But
multiples.
man, this Ondu Cleric is putting in work.
Yeah, he's gained you like 12 life or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I tried really hard to make this 2 colors, and it just was not working. No. So the addition of the blue, definitely the right call, I think, for these raptors, because I think they're clearly one of the better allies.
Yeah, I would agree.
I played allies a lot in Zendikar draft, and I am also very familiar with how silly they were.
Yeah, they're busted.
Yeah. I very distinctly remember Oran Reef Survivalist being incredible.
Yeah, he's just
a
bear that keeps growing.
Absolutely nuts. Oh, we're just getting in there.
We certainly are.
What is that? 5, 7, 13? That seems like too much.
I mean, 13. Your life total's higher than that.
That seems like too much. So let's go here. And you didn't attack last turn because you didn't have a removal spell. You did attack this turn, which makes me think you have a whatchamacallit, a vines in hand, which is unfortunate if that's the case. It is indeed pretty good. Interesting. So that's 11. Vines is lethal if I leave it like that. If you don't have vines, then you're just pushing damage. And I guess I'm supposed to do it this way? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
No vines, but Vampire's Bite.
Vampire's Bite. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna guile this guy.
Interesting that you would do that. Kind of rude. Alright, that's fair.
I mean, if you want to kill my big dude, I get to kill your little dude.
I know, but our guys were trading, and then this one didn't trade.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I know. I didn't like it. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering when we were going to see him.
He is in there.
He is an ally.
Alright. He is indeed an ally. Alright. Once again, I require slowing down.
Give this guy trample.
Ooh. Okay. Seems good.
And hope there's no Ranger's Guile.
Ooh. Trixie. Okay. That happens.
Swing with these dudes.
Uh-huh. I think... We will block here. Just chump it up, I suppose, is the best we can do. Go to 4.
Alright. Don't like that.
We did, in fact, get there, which is helpful. Play another ally.
Yikes. Stop gaining life. God.
All right. Let's see. We can attack for 4 here, I think. So let's attack for 4.
That's interesting.
Really, really tight games we've had.
Yeah, I agree. We're gonna do interesting play.
Just pumps his elf. Okay. Understood.
Yeah.
Really trying to attack, huh?
I certainly am.
Okay. Well, I will indeed be chumping. Am I dead to second vines? No. Okay.
Fortunately not. That'd be pretty sick,
Okay.
though.
That is understandable. How do you feel about this?
I hate it, to be honest. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Well, I mean, you did ask me to stop gaining life. I'm not going to do that, but you did ask.
I mean, as host of the showdown, that's pretty rude.
All right. Well, we can attack for 5, so let's attack for 5.
Sure.
Double undo does seem like it's going to help.
Yeah, it seems all right.
Okay, visionary.
Does that do anything?
That journey was really needed. I was sitting there waiting for it for so long.
That was definitely exactly what you wanted.
Ooh, pumps it so you can attack for 3, 4, 5?
Yup. I mean, I gotta try to kill you.
Okay, well, I'm not dead to vines anymore, so I'm okay with taking this. Okay, now I draw the 5th land that I've been hunting for like the entire game. Now that I don't need it anymore. Fortunately, I have a changeling.
Yeah, that's bad.
So we will indeed gain a boat ton of life again.
Yep.
And we will attack for 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible I should have used my removal on the clerics, because I do know how good they are, but I was just trying to keep the aggression up.
I think I gained about 40 life this game. So yeah, killing the cleric
Something
seemed like it might have been the right move.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's still like an Orin Reef around that's like a
No, you're
7/7,
totally right. Yeah. I mean, I would have
time.
like a 9/9 by now, and you would have had to stop attacking a long time ago. So like, I get it.
Yeah.
but it's just they're so good at stabilizing.
No, absolutely.
Just attacks out. Okay. Well, you have 2 cards in hand. You would need Eye Blight's Ending plus Disfigure to kill me. That's 8. Eight, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we're still not dead to vines, so I think I am still okay with this. Because that's only 6. You can't pump it. So yeah, we just take the 6.
Yeah.
I like that you can't pump your leech.
Yeah, that's bad for us.
I will indeed present lethal.
Oh, you attack with both.
Yeah, why would I not?
No, obviously.
You needed ending plus disfigure to not lose.
Yep,
So
and I did not get it. However,
okay.
You don't get the satisfaction.
Oh, fair enough.
I'll pump myself. I'll kill myself to leech.
All right. Okay. We're just going to turn 1 ponder. See what the future holds here.
You got it. Ponder away.
Oh, I hate that. So let's shuffle. Really feeling the lack of preordain.
Yeah. I mean, we got ponder. That's pretty good.
Lacerator. Okay. Not the biggest fan of that. Let's play a tap land.
But he hurts me.
He does. He does hurt you.
Suppose he hurts you as well.
He certainly does hurt me. That's true.
Yeah, I guess we'll play this putrid leech.
Makes sense. Yup. I am once again asking to tap your putrid leech.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
I will attempt to accept this trade.
You got it. Play a dino.
Okay, dino accepted. And this is awkward because I want to play this, but I don't want to play this because then I'll take 7.
That's okay.
But I think I'm taking 7 either way. I don't know. I'll just pass.
I'm going to play this training.
Interesting. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Swing with the team.
All right, let's take the putrid leech with us.
Fair enough. His brother would like a word.
Awkward. Okay. What do I do about this? You have 2 cards in hand? I'm not super excited about that.
Dream spoiler, yeah.
Gonna take some damage here. But I think this is the right way to do this.
Sounds good to me.
Taking 8. Yikes. Just passes. Okay.
I have everything I need on the field.
That's fair.
Attacks. That's pretty crazy.
Well, it's not like the 1/1 can block.
Well, yeah, but attacking with the dream spoiler, which chumps a putrid leech, is interesting.
Why would I chump a putrid leech?
Well,
That seems like the wrong idea.
I mean, if you're gonna die, I don't know. Like to swing and make it lethal.
You've activated my trap card.
Oh. I didn't activate that. You had to pay retail.
I did pay retail. You didn't activate my trap card, but it would have been nice if you had.
I do have this Vines of Vastwood.
It's cool. I think in that case I was dead either way.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, because the leech's ability hasn't resolved yet. Yep. Okay. Man. All right, guys, a huge congratulations to Jason from Stratagames. He built some awesome decks and was definitely a fun challenge. Check out their channel in the links below and check out their deck techs and perspective of the games as well, since he's uploading his own view of this challenge on his channel. We also have his decks linked down below, as well as my own. And don't forget to tag a Pauper creator that you think I should challenge for the next episode. As always, good luck in your leagues, and goodbye forever unless I see you next time. Peace.